What is up, everybody? Back with another top 10 video here today. And I have a very special guest with me with this one, Mr. Zach Slaughter, aka Zach Scottler from Skull Fist. Zach, thanks a lot for coming on here, man. How's it going?
Hey, man. Hey, dude. Good to see
man?
you. We were just talking already, so it's weird saying hey again. But
yeah, it is. True, but yeah, so we're here to both give our top 10 favorite Canadian metal bands, and I thought Zach would be a perfect guest to have on here since he is Canadian himself. And if you don't know, he is the frontman, founder, co-lead guitarist, vocalist of Skull Fist, which is a really cool Canadian band, so you should check them out if you don't know them. But yeah, so as y'all know, we just count them down here, and Zach's going to kick us off with his number 10.
Okay, we're doing it. Hold on. So number 10, which is not ranked in anywhere. And you also said that you said Canadian metal and rock.
Yeah, so we're going to do rock and I didn't know.
All right. Because that's the fucking gem of Canada is not its metal. Although you can say like Sacrifice is, the Canadian Slayer or something. Mm-hmm. But the metal is good. But I'm a fucking huge Canadian rock guy. So this is the first one. This is April Wine. If you guys don't know April Wine, you should know April Wine. And if you don't, now you know them. April Wine's fucking awesome. You can see the dudes wearing a Montreal Canadiens. I don't know if you can see that.
It's a little glare, but yeah, I see it.
I can see the light.
There you go. Yeah, that's good.
Got
awesome.
Canadian shirt on. That's so good. Yeah, I fucking love April Wine a lot. I listened to April Wine fucking since I was a kid, obviously. The Canadian rock is always on the radio. They always play like the hits, right? Mm-hmm. And April Wine to me is a fucking great band. They have I went to their discography years ago, and there was just so much good shit. And they're from the East Coast of Canada too, which is like a gem of fucking Halifax. People are just like, yeah, man, we got April Wine, Toronto's got fucking, what's her name there? What's the chick? Fucking metal fucking queen.
Oh, Lee Aaron.
Lee Aaron, yeah. Sorry, I haven't listened to her in a long time. Yeah. She had a Body Rocks album that was kind of
she's cool.
It was good. Yeah, she was good. Metal Queen was good. Anyways, April Wine's fucking great. That's my band. I like to rock. Ladies Man. The song If You See K is fucking incredible. But on this record, All Over Town is unbelievably good. It's Sign of the Gypsy Queen. So that's my record. What you got? Let me see.
So with my number 10 band, I'm going in order with mine. I don't know if you're going in like an exact order.
I just picked them randomly, yeah.
Okay, so my number 10 band is going to be Riot City. I do not have their album, but it's kind of weird putting this band on here because they only have one album. I was debating on if I wanted to include them, but I think they've got a lot of potential. Great classic, new wave traditional heavy metal band that just came up with their debut in 2019 called Burn the Night. Just amazing stuff.
He sings, man. He sings.
Oh, yeah. So I was curious about that because the guy's name that sung on the first album was Kale Savvy, and they got a new singer. I don't know if he messed up his voice or if he just wants to focus on guitar now or what.
I talked to him. We were playing some Call of Duty, actually. I got him. I fucking should try and get him on a game with us, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I got him on my fucking thing there. And we played a bunch of Overwatch and shit together once. And he's a rad dude. He's a super cool. Actually, what's funny is I think that a lot of people don't know, but there was a guy that played in Skull Fist for a while. He was a drummer of my old band when I was a kid. He actually played in Riot City for a bit in the beginning. I don't know what happened or whatever, but so at one point, a Skull Fist drummer had played in Riot City. An old Skull Fist drummer played in Riot City.
Okay.
I believe he was playing in Riot City. I'm pretty sure because I think he cut it into his arm at one point.
Really?
He's a wild guy. Yeah. Kale's fucking great. He actually sent me some stuff a couple weeks ago, and I don't want to say like what it was there, but what I had heard, I was like, holy fuck. Bro.
Yeah, I saw they're working on a new album that should be out pretty soon, but that 2019 album was my number one of that year, and they're just amazing, have a lot of potential, could move up on the list as time goes, but that's my number 10, Riot City.
I had a lot of guys coming to me after Riot City came out being like, yo, these guys are kicking your ass, boy. Like, fucking, shit, I gotta fucking pump up my voice or something, like, dude, yeah, they're really great, man. Okay, moving on. So sticking to, you said metal and rock. We're going with Trooper. Do you know Trooper?
I do not know that.
Okay, so dude, I'll tell you stuff to check out, man, because like these are April Wine. That last record I showed is really a fucking good, great record. It's like a hard rock band. Trooper is super cool. The one track you might know is called "Boys in the Bright White Sports Car." It's like, here they are, the boys in the bright white sports car. No? It may not be on the radio in the States much. These are a really fucking good band, but they got this tune called Raise a Little Hell. and Here for a Good Time. Also, both they're fucking such good tracks. But Raise a Little Hell, my uncle showed me that track when I was a little kid. I made a mixtape for me, and I was probably 13, 14. And one of the other bands that was on that mixtape is on here too, on this list. But Dude, Troopers, really good. Also East Coast, I think. Actually, I don't even know. I shouldn't say that. Someone from the East Coast is gonna be like, "Fuck there, bud. They're not fucking from down here. They're fucking. We'll take you to the fucking bar store and get you some beers and a couple bus tickets, some Tim's, shit." And Troopers, really great, man. But Raise a Little Hell, just that track alone is so fucking good that like. It's like, it reminds me a lot of, Kim Mitchell, Go for a Soda? Might as well go for a soda, nobody.
Sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, so that was a pretty popular. It's kind of similar to that vibe, but it's, anyways, Troopers fucking just really cool. And I think they still play.
Awesome, yeah. I knew you'd be picking some cool stuff I didn't really know of, but that's awesome.
Well, Canada has a lot of really fucking like unique bands. Like April One and Trooper are so unique to their own sound. They had like this kind of like, they're like kind of a joke to them. Like, fucking in the line in Boys in the Bright White Sports Car, he's talking about people that are in the car, and he's like, I can't remember the line, but something about the band, or no, so and then he says, and Jerry the Garbage Man.
Okay.
That's one of the guys in this car, and it's just fucking hilarious that he's like, and Jerry the Garbage Man.
Yeah.
It's just like they always had this slight joke to them, like they were always kind of half kidding a little bit, but there was still like really great music. Anyways, yeah, it's Trooper.
Cool. So Trooper. All right. So my number 9, I actually do have one album by this band, but I need to get more because they're great. And that's going to be Killer Dwarfs.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about it. I don't have anything by them and I don't know enough. But yeah.
Yeah. So I've got Dirty Weapons, which came out in 1990. I think that's a great album. The vocals from Russ Graham, a.k.a. Russ Dwarf. I think he's amazing. He kind of sounds like a cross between Jack Russell from Great White and Jesse James Dupree from Jackal, in my opinion. Kind of like a cross between those guys, just really awesome voice. And they've got 5 albums that came out in their original run. And then they had like a more recent one that came out in 2013. It's pretty cool. But all that original run stuff, first 5 albums are really good. Just great classic hard rock here. Killer Dwarfs. Yeah, that's my number 9.
Yeah, dude, that's all. I was like, I don't know enough of their discography for me to pick them, so I didn't want to do it. But like, Keep the Spirit Alive. It's like, keep the spirit alive.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, he was a great singer too. Well, yeah, I kind of get that Great White vibe a little bit. Yeah, fuck, that's really cool. That was a good pick. I'm actually like, I'm kind of like excited to see what you're picking. That was a fucking great one. That was good. And you fucking, probably more about Canadian rock and metal than even I do. So it's like, the next one is. I would say potentially my favorite Canadian rock band. I don't know. I guess say
Prism.
They're called Prism.
Prism. Okay, yeah, there you go. I can see it good now.
Yeah, so Prism is they wrote probably one of my definitely like my favorite songs ever. They don't have a lot of good songs, but the songs that they have that I like, I'm like, I just fucking love them so much. And this was also on that mixtape that my uncle gave me when I was a kid. And he had to put a song on there, 2 songs actually. He put Spaceship Superstar. And the song was about being an interstellar rock star. So, like, the fucking chorus is like, I'm a spaceship superstar. I got a solar powered laser beam guitar. Like, fucking, like, the line is, one of the verses is fucking genius. It's like, it's kind of a joke. Like, it's kind of funny. And lines, the second verse is, on Mercury, they're crazy about my stellar rock and roll. But I always sell out in advance at the Martian Astro Bowl. And then he's like, fucking, the fans, they swarm like meteorites to our concerts on the moon. You should have seen us knock 'em dead on Venus, doing all our favorite tunes. I'm singing it.
Yeah, we got a concert here. Yeah,
dude, it's fucking so good. It's like, I'm a spaceship superstar. And the song "Take Me to the Captain" off that record is totally good. But honestly, they only got like 3 really good songs.
Okay.
And, I think what happened was the singer went to jail. Actually.
Oh.
Yeah, he stole from Tim Hortons, and that's a huge offense in Canada. So.
Shit.
I don't think we had Tim Hortons back then.
Damn. But yeah, good pick. So with my number 8, I'm gonna go with this guy right here, Pat Travers.
I've never listened to that guy, man.
Dude, Pat Travers, also known as like Pat Travers Band. They would label it on some albums, but dude, this guy has a very similar vibe, I think, to like 70s Ted Nugent, just raunchy, heavy, aggressive, classic hard rock. And, you know, a lot of his band members, from what I could tell, weren't Canadian, but because like he had Nico McBrain on drums from Iron Maiden on the second and third album of his, which are both really good, like Making Magic. And the other one I wrote down is called Putting It Straight. The first album, self-titled, is good as well. But then after Nico left, he got Tommy Aldridge, amazing American drummer who's Whitesnake. I think he drummed with Ozzy some. But yeah, and this album here is really awesome. The live album came out in 1979. So with this, you got Tommy Aldridge on drums, a guy named Pat Thrall on like co-lead guitar, and Mark Coling on bass, and Pat Travers, of course, on vocals and guitar. It's really awesome stuff. Great classic hard rock that I would definitely recommend to go check out. You probably know the song Snortin' Whiskey. Really good. Kind of. No? I mean, I think if you heard it, you probably know it, but.
Can you, man, dude, after we've done this, man, if you can, send me a fucking text. Like a good song to check out.
Okay, yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's really.
Yeah, I've heard of him, but I've never listened to him.
Yeah, he's a great guitar player. Just a lot of great albums there in the mid to late 70s, early 80s. And I just dig him a lot. So he's here at my number 8, Pat Travers.
Ah, all right. You beat me to my own Canadian game, huh? This is borderline to even call it hard rock. This is hard. This is a borderline one there. I don't know if you know this guy. You might know him, but this is Gowan.
I do not.
Okay, so yeah, the other day when I posted that little thing on my Instagram there, it was fucking, you're a strange animal. That's what I know. So I only started listening to it when I was a kid. This girl that I liked, I went to her house once, and I had teased her before. I liked her, like classic, like, you know, when you're a kid and you tease a girl that you like. Mm-hmm. So I went to her house and her dad and mom sat me down and gave me a huge stern talking, saying I was a shithead and I better be nice to her. And he showed me some records because he knew I liked rock music, and he showed me Toto, which I had never heard before. And he showed me Gowan. And that was the only time I remembered Gowan. I don't even remember what it sounded like. But years ago, about 4 years ago, I lived on the east side of Toronto, and there's a fucking Gowan Street. And I was like, that's pretty fun. It's like, that's funny. And I never bothered to ever listen to more. But about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, a girl that I dated for a while, it showed me Gowan. And I got fucking so into it. It was so good. And it's like, it's kind of like 80s rock. And
AR.
But he's really weird. Like, you know, Kate Bush is weird.
Yeah.
You know, she was weird melodies and just lyrics are weird, and the whole fucking presence of her is just strange, but it's like enduring and you want more of it. And with this guy's the same thing. It's like, I want fucking more. I want to step into this damn guy's world almost, you know? Yeah. And so yeah, this album is incredibly good. Criminal Mind is actually a pretty heavy song, pretty dark tune, which I could classify as a keyboard metal in a sense. If you put in a heavy electric guitar in there, it definitely would have been a metal type of metal track or hard rock song. And obviously Strange Animal is incredible. Cauldron did a cover of Moonlight Desire from Gowan years ago.
Okay.
And which was totally cool. And he's I just really like this guy. And he actually now sings in Styx.
Really?
Yeah, which is totally cool. He's Styx released a new song like 2 years ago. And it was a good song, actually. They were still doing all those fucking wild ass harmonies and stuff. And and Gowan now he's a keyboard player and singer. Okay.
Yeah, I saw Styx in 2015. I don't know if he was with them at that point yet.
Oh, you know what? I don't know how long he's been in there. But honestly, you might have, because he's maybe. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the original Styx singers, or I don't know a lot about.
Okay, yeah. I think Tommy Shaw was in the band too, and like the other guy, I think, but they all like trade off singing, so
that's what I mean. I don't know. Like, I know the discography of Styx, but I don't know who's doing what, when, and shit. And, gotcha. But the new song they released a couple of years ago, probably 2 years ago, I think. It was just, I don't know if they actually released the record. I think they released just a song. But it was Gowan singing it, and they're all doing the crazy fucking harmonies. He was singing good. It was really cool.
Nice. I'll have to check that out, and I'm
going to check
out
really
that
cool.
band. Yeah. Awesome. So that was number 7. So my number 7 is Exciter, and somehow the only album I have by them is this one, The Final Command. or the Dark Command, not the Final Command. The Dark Command.
I don't know that one.
It came out in 90. It came out in 97. So
okay,
I mean, it doesn't have Dan Buehler on vocals, but it still does have John Ricci or Ricky, however his name's pronounced, on guitar.
I thought it was Ricci, but I don't.
Ricci,
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's a great guitar player, awesome tone, but I really like the first 3 albums with Dan Buehler on vocals. I think he's got a good voice. He's a great drummer. Probably say. Heavy Metal Maniac and Violence and Force are great. The 3rd album's awesome as well. Just I kind of always thought of them.
Metal.
Oh yeah, I always thought of them as like the Canadian Motorhead.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
I kind of got that feel from them, and they're just super awesome classic band, very influential to like early thrash and speed metal type stuff. I mean, a lot of people say they're like the first thrash band because Heavy Metal Maniac came out a couple months before Kill 'Em All. So people are like, is this the first thrash album or is Kill 'Em All the first thrash album? So I've seen people debate that. But
I know Metallica was opening up for Exciter at one point too.
Yeah.
That's funny because sorry, go on about.
No, I'm pretty much done. That is, Exciter, great band. That's my number 7. So anything,
dude, that's totally my next band on the list.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have any vinyls. I don't have any Exciter. I used to when I was a kid.
Okay.
That was a long other story, but we used to cover World War III off Heavy Metal Maniac. Like when we back in 2006 and 7, we used to do World War III all the time, and we learned it only because it was a really easy song, and I was playing bass in Skullfist at the time, and almost that entire song stays on an E note. It's just and then the verse does something different, but the whole fucking chorus, because the guitars just going da na 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 na. It's like World War III. And,
I think my favorite song by them, I think it's called "I Am the Beast." Came out on their 3rd album. Dude, it's freaking killer. I'll have to send it to you, but their 85 album, yeah.
That's on Unveiling the Wicked, because I know Die in the Night, but I don't remember that.
Okay, yeah, dude. Yeah, but those first 3 albums I think are great. So
yeah, I love Unveiling the Wicked. What's it called? School Rules. I hate school rules. Hate school rules. Yeah, actually, Exciter is fucking. I think they're like the top. If you were to say like top Canadian, heavy metal band, I would give it to Exciter.
Yeah,
like if I had to pick, the best Canadian metal band, like you could argue Annihilator, but Exciter's got a much better discography, I think.
I might disagree with you on that, but
I see Annihilator has the riffs. Jeff Waters fucking master, man. He's a fucking riff master. But for me, I like Exciter's. I guess I like Exciter's attitude better.
Okay.
I mean, like if I had to pick one, I mean, I would never be in a situation where I had to kill Jeff Waters or kill Dan Buehler or anything like that. Who are you gonna kill? Myself. But yeah, Exciter's fucking really good. They did an album called, everyone calls it OTT. And I was actually going to buy this on vinyl probably about a month ago when we first started talking about it. I was like, I should finally grab that record. Because even back in the day, I never owned it on record. But they had a French guy named Jacques something. His name was Jean-Jacques Tartaglia. I'm just kidding, that's JJ. So they had this French guy singing this one record, and it's a self-titled album from, I don't know when it was, but it was later. It's like their 4th or 5th record or something. And it's fucking really good too. And we played this festival in Hell's Heroes in Texas a couple years ago, and Exciter played. And so after the gig, we were getting drunk with Dan Buehler, and that was the first time I had really talked to him. And he was telling me about it. And so he apparently has the tapes of that record, which I really like. But I was like, man, you should have fucking sang that record. Because he got the demos. Singer. Yeah, and he's like, I have the fucking tapes with me singing it. And I was like, fuck, man, like a lot of guys really like that record that I know. Like, it's like, I wish that you would release it. It's like Paul Di'Anno singing Number of the Beast or something.
Oh, yeah.
People would love to hear what it sounded like. And yeah, he's fucking cool. He's still so badass, man. Even to this day, like they're still so good. He still sings gnarly, and he's still a rad fucking guy.
I really want to see them at some point, but yeah, great band. Cool to see them on your list too. So my number 6 is going to be a super underrated one. I really don't get why this band hasn't gotten more attention in the past. I look at their Spotify, they get like 300 listeners a month. I'm like, what the hell? But it's Eidolon. This is their album Nightmare World from 2000. And these guys are like a nice blend of classic thrash and like US power metal type stuff, like Liege Lord, Agent Steel mixed with just classic speed and thrash metal. And this band is most well known as being the first band of Sean Drover and Glenn Drover, who both, this is their band. They had 7 albums, and this one here, I'm super surprised that I found it at my local like CD store. I was like, what the hell? Because I don't really see stuff this like rare and obscure around here.
Yeah.
Amazing album, and really the stuff from, I'd say, Nightmare World up through Apostles of Defiance in 2003, I think. That like they had 4 albums come out from 2000, 2001, 2, and 3. All great stuff, awesome vocals. The guitar playing from Glenn is freaking awesome, and Sean is a great drummer as well. But yeah, super cool band that really underrated, and I highly recommend anyone to go check out that likes classic freaking like thrash. Go check out Eidolon. It's my number 6.
Huh. I don't know that band, man. That's cool. I know. Yeah. That guy's a really good guitar player, though.
He was on a King Diamond album in 2000 called what's the album called? It's got the Trees Have Eyes on it.
Face Paint Massacre.
Something like that. Came out. I don't know. I'll think of it in a second. But yeah, he was on the 2000 King Diamond album. He was on United Abominations by Megadeth in 2007. Yeah.
I know it. I can't remember anything from that record, but I listened to it. That was the one. Was that the one right after with that kicked chair and stuff?
Yeah, one right after that.
Okay, yeah. See, I remember listening to it, but I don't remember anything right now from it.
It's got like Sleepwalker, Washington Is Next.
I remember Washington Is Next.
Yeah, Washington Is Next. That's one of my favorite Megadeth songs of all time. It's killer.
I like Back in the Day from that album previously, which was surprisingly a good song.
It is really good. And that album's called House of God, I think.
Okay.
That's cool. House of God. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. I got to check some of them out, though.
Yeah, man.
I heard about him having a band, but I never checked it out.
Really good.
So the next one for me is also treading the fine line between rock and metal here. Guess Who? I only have a 7-inch by Guess Who.
Classic stuff, man.
Yeah, and my favorite song by Guess Who, actually my favorite drum beat is from the song No Time. And it's not even really a drum beat. It's not even a unique drum beat. He's just going and I loved Guess Who when I was a kid. I can't remember where I got it from, but I got a tape of the Guess Who. And I know I liked the Who at the time. And I think maybe what happened was that I thought the Guess Who was the Who or something like that, because I don't know how I ended up with this Guess Who tape. And I ended up playing it on my cassette and writing out all the lyrics to all the it was the best of, and writing out all, and just loved it so much. And I still love the Guess Who. The Guess Who is fucking amazing. Randy Bachman from BTO, taking care of business every day. That's BTO. So Randy Bachman was also in the Guess Who before he started BTO.
Is that You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet? Is that
yes,
BTO?
Same guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he did that. I heard rumors that he did that because he had a friend who stuttered or something. I don't really know what to do. Maybe he was just fucking around. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But Burton Cummings was the main singer of Guess Who, and probably the main writer, I believe. And they had fucking tons of just wild vocal harmonies. They were like the Styx of mellower rock, they just had piles of fucking cool stuff. And No Time is like the best fucking song ever. Laughing is incredible. And I know These Eyes is really fucking good too. I think that was all their second record. And they fucking have American Woman, which was not a bad song by the Guess Who.
It's the only one I'll hear on the radio.
The Lenny Kravitz thing was
okay. Yeah.
Oh man, that guy. Jesus, man. I hope he would. Sometimes when I hear that song, I mean, Lenny Kravitz had a couple good songs in the past, but when I think of him playing American Woman, like I want him to like choke on those big scarves he wears or something, oh God, don't. But anyways, yeah. So Guess Who is my next one.
Nice. So my number 5 is gonna be Triumph. Amazing band, dude. Yeah. Love these guys. Freaking awesome.
Man. Yeah. Oh,
I've got a lot of their stuff. So Allied Forces.
Yeah.
Thunder 7.
Yeah. Fucking whatever. I'm not gonna.
Got
time.
Surveillance. Progressions of Power.
Yeah.
Killer stuff. Rick Emmett and Gilmore, both fantastic vocalists, but I like Rick Emmett a lot better. Wish he sung more of the songs, but Gil's good too. Great drummer, and Rick is one of the best freaking hard rock guitar players of all time, in my opinion, as well. Just fantastic band. Triumph, number 5.
You said it all. You said it all, man. I got nothing else to say. Triumph is also on my list, but the next one after this one. So I'll just do them now. Yeah. Okay. Triumph, same. Got it. Got the same record.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, Follow Your Heart is just fucking... I'm not even going to try and mock sing it because I'll get punched in the face by a Canadian guy. Don't you mock Rick Emmett's voice. The guy is fucking so good.
He is really good.
He's an incredible guitar player. Actually, the song Time Cannon on that record, it blows my fucking mind with the harmonies with time, and it keeps going and building it. That whole record, and they're one of the bands that their discography never ends. Street Fighting Man back then, dude, and all.
Street Fighting Man, that's
man.
Awesome.
They don't ever release a bad song. There may be songs where I'm not huge into this track. They do a lot of bluesy stuff. Of course, his classical guitar playing is fucking so good. I had a dream years ago. I was sleeping in this. I used to live in this tiny little shack with this guy, and it was like this. It was like a, I don't know, whatever. It was this tiny little 1-room apartment when I first moved to Toronto, and we got evicted because we didn't pay rent. And the cops came and literally kicked us out. It was like probably December 12th or something like that, and I had to move back home. But anyways, I was sleeping in his bed in the middle of the day. He was in the room listening to music. And in my dream, I had this dream that I was writing this fucking song. And I woke up and I was like, man, I'm writing the best song. I swear to God, dude. And it was fucking Triumph, Follow Your Heart.
Yeah.
And he was playing and I was hearing half awake, half asleep. And I was like, I don't even care that I didn't write it. I was like, this is fucking incredible, man. They're so good, man. Yeah. I used to try and sing along to Triumph, but I can never sing the way that guy sings.
Yeah.
Gilmore is a really good singer too. And the album that they did right after Rick Emmett left, I don't know why he left, but he left and Gilmore sang this whole record. Can't even remember what the name of the record is right now, but
yeah,
the song Turn My Back on Love is one of my favorite Triumph songs, Gilmore singing it. But I do agree, I think, of course, Rick Emmett was like the really good singer. He reminds me a little bit of the guy from Boston when they go high.
Okay, yeah.
Because their highs are so nice and clean. That guy was just, man, he was so good, dude. Casey seen, our bass player, seen Rick Emmett play at some fucking tiny towns, like fairs, not fair, like a summer festival thing. Mm-hmm. And he said he's seen Rick Emmett play. He played a bunch of classical, did a bunch of acoustic Triumph songs, and he said it was really good too. Yeah, he's so cool.
Awesome, yeah. I really hope to see him someday as well. But my number 4 here is going to be Sacrifice. As you said, you can say they're like the Canadian Slayer, the most. I think they're like the most evil and extreme thrash band from Canada. Not necessarily the best, but those first, I think, 4 albums are really good. Even their 5th one that came out in like 2009 is really good as well. Joe Rico, Rob Urbanati, co-lead guitars. Urbanati does the vocals. Just great riffs from this band, great tone, just a super awesome band. And I think their 1990 album, Soldiers of Misfortune, killer. I ranked it in the top 10 best thrash metal albums of all time in the past. Just love that one, and great band here. So Sacrifice, number 4.
Yeah, that song Reanimation is fucking heavy as shit, dude. Oh my God. Like I could, instantly hear that and like revert back to being in my 20s, like drunk off my ass, like, man, we gotta break something, dude. Like, man, they were that's a good pick. They were good. And the Canadian Slayer thing is like just hilarious. Mm-hmm. Next one for me is totally the opposite. It's BTO.
BTO?
Yes, it's BTO. BTO is great. I love Randy Bachman. He wrote really catchy songs, and the fact that he was also in Guess Who is so cool. He's an awesome fucking songwriter. Their other guy, Fred Turner, who wrote a lot of the dirty songs, and like Let It Ride is one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. Fred Turner just fucking hits these gnarly highs in it. It's so good. The first album was, I can't remember what's even on that. I don't have any records about it. The first, Give Me Your Money Please is on there. And I wrote down what was on the second one. Of course, Taking Care of Business is on the second one and stuff as well. And I think they're one of the coolest fucking rock bands from Canada. They have this really cool video of them live from Winnipeg jail, like the jail in Winnipeg.
Really?
So they did this gig at the jail, and they play fucking so cool, man. And like, I don't know, I've always loved, like, they're not heavy. They're not heavy at all, but they have so much cool attitude, especially Fred Turner's songs. It's like, it actually, a lot of times it kind of would remind me of like Ted Nugent-y stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Not as aggressive, but just the fucking attitude was always just like, I don't know, man, it's really good.
Awesome. Yeah, good pick. So my number 3, another thrash band in the Canadian Big Four. I'm going to go with Razer. Love these guys. Pretty much all their albums are killer. I unfortunately do not have any of their albums, but dude, Dave Carlo, his guitar playing, his freaking tone is amazing. And Violent Restitution from '88, that's freaking a thrash masterpiece. And a couple albums that came after it had a different guy. They had Sheepdog McLaren was the first singer, and forgetting the second guy's name, but he was on like the next 3 albums. He's currently their singer right now too.
Yeah, guy with the chops there.
Yeah, but those Open Hostility was one of the albums that came after. It was really good. Shotgun Justice, really cool stuff. I like most of the material, but Razer, super awesome, aggressive, heavy thrash band. Just killer stuff. That's my number 3.
Razer is really cool. There's no doubt. They're like, there was a big thing in Canada about the original singer going to prison.
Really?
And yeah. So
I think I read that.
Yeah. So I looked it up one day because I was wondering, did he actually go to prison? So I checked it out. Turns out he didn't actually.
No? Okay.
Some guy did an interview with him. Ask him about it. And he's like, yeah, I don't know where that came from. Like, I don't know. I didn't go to prison. I just moved to, I think he was in Pembroke or something like that. And he just, So that's cool. Next one, I guess it would be number 2, but in no order. I don't know what I would pick if I had to. I probably would just keep delaying it and be like, oh no, I can't do it, man. I can't pick number 1. I could have said Neil Young, but he's not even. I can't even go any. Can't. He's folk, you know. I can't be like, yeah, there's rock. Keep on rocking in the free world. There in the title, you know. Cauldron / Goathorn.
Okay.
Goathorn. When I was a kid, when I was 17, 18, probably 18, I found about Goathorn. And I lived 10 hours north up in way fucking northern Ontario, though, Tim Hortons doubles, you know. And so you didn't even know what I'm talking about.
I do not.
Any Canadian guy would know exactly what I'm saying. Get a couple toonies there, get a double. We're good. Honey Cruller up in the corner there. And so, yeah, Goathorn was fucking great. I loved them so much. Fortress Doomed was incredible. They're a super good band. They had awesome stuff, and when I found them, I was blown away. When I was a kid, I didn't even book shows, but I booked a Goathorn show, and I paid them like $1,000 to drive up to Timmins, and they did, and they were awesome. They were a super cool band, and also as well Cauldron as well. Jason Kay, I think he writes really unique stuff. If I had to pick a new band out of the new little heavy metal crap there, I would actually pick Cauldron as my favorite one because I think they're the most unique.
Yeah,
aside from Skullfist. No, they're the most unique though. They are the most. He's a unique voice, unique writing, and Chained Up in Chains I think is an incredibly good song. Also, that kind of, I guess he kind of adopted that in a sense because that kind of almost humorous thing, Chained Up in Chains, kind of funny, but it's such a serious song, and so I'd give it to that. I would say Cauldron. Ian is an incredible guitar player too.
Yeah, they are good. That's a cool pick. So my number 2 is a little band that you might know, Skull Fist. I'm going to try not to kiss your ass too hard here, but love Skull Fist. And, anybody that's been watching my channel, oh, shit. Anybody that's been watching my channel knows that I've included Skull Fist in, multiple lists. I'd be putting them up here regardless if you were on or not. But, yeah, this album here I ranked my number 6 favorite metal album of all time. Amazing stuff. Chasing the Dream, top to bottom, is just an amazing album. I think Skull Fist, you guys, best job of capturing that classic sound. If anybody wants some good a modern band that captures that classic 80s feel, I think Skull Fist definitely does it the best. And hell yeah, I always compare them. If someone hasn't heard the music, I'm like, it's kind of like a blend of Dokken and Iron Maiden, but a little bit faster. Just great vocals, great guitar playing, awesome drumming, everything about them, love them. So Skull Fist, that's my number 2. And actually, wait. I also just got this in the mail pretty recently. The EP from 2010, Heavier Than Metal. Cool stuff. So, and
there was an alternate cover for that album. There was an original cover that we never used. It was is almost the same thing, but
I was going to ask too. Another question about this in a second, but
no, go ahead.
I was going to say all the songs except for Blackout appeared on like a later full length. Are y'all maybe going to do that one in the future or no? I like that one's pretty. I think that one's good.
You know, well, Heavier Than Metal wasn't on anything either.
Was it not?
No.
Okay.
We play it though. That's the one song that we still play. We don't play Blackout anymore. You know, I like
Blackout is cool.
The same Blackout. I've always really liked it, and it had like a Megadeth feel to it almost. You know, well, the riff was kind of like Megadeth, and but. Yeah, we stopped playing it because nobody knows what it is. And like, a lot of people don't even really know the song Heavier Than Metal that much anymore. So when we would play gigs, 10 years ago or whatever, before this, what was it, 10 years ago? How long has it been, man?
It's been like a week for me, dude. I just saw Nasty Savage last week.
I know. Well, it's funny because like the States were so bad for a while, but now everything's getting back to normal there. Yeah. It's bad in Canada now. And so, yeah, that's crazy. But so before that, we would play Heavier Than Metal. And only about half the crowd would know the track. So, I mean, if I can get those songs back in a live set, then I would definitely put them back on a record, re-record or something. I mean, every time we tried to re-record something from the EP, we fucked it up even worse. So that was a pretty standard. A lot of people would tell me too. They were like, "Yeah, this new version of Ride the Beast sucks, bro."
Nah, dude, yeah. I like the one on Head of the Pack better.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So a lot of guys rip on me for that. All
right. Killer. But yeah, that's my number 2. Skullfist.
All right. Okay, well, my number 1 is fucking Skullfist. Yeah, right, bitches. No, so like I said, it was in no order, but I really do love this band, and this is another heavy metal band. They're called Blackmoor. They're also from Halifax with fucking April Wine and
Blackmoor.
Yeah, Blackmoor is
like
definitely.
Richie. Like Richie Blackmore.
No.
I know it's not Richie Blackmore.
They're called Black Space Moor.
Okay, Black
More, like more of.
Okay, gotcha.
Spelled, terribly or something. Still a better name than Skullfist, but. I've known them since Skullfist started. Actually, pretty much since Skullfist started, we've known them. They've been playing for the same amount of time as us. And they're fucking great, man. They're, like I said, they're from the East Coast. They're like a thrash heavy metal, mixed between thrash and heavy metal. But Eric, the lead singer and guitar player, he writes fucking really good riffs, man. He writes some really gnarly riffs. And the shit that he plays and sings too, he's really good, man. Like, he did, like, sometimes I'll listen to a Megadeth riff and I'll see, and I'll be like, fuck, he's singing and playing this thing, man. Like, this thing's complicated as dick. And so it's the same thing with him, man. I was looking at him, I'm like, fuck, man, this guy's playing a lot of really complicated stuff and singing at the same time. It's a great fucking singer. The guitar player, Evan, is incredible. The last record, Brave to the Grave, was the last one. And it's really fucking good. I wrote it down. The song Crossing the Rubicon is fucking so good. The guitar playing is so good. And he sings his balls off. He actually came on tour with us at one point too, the singer. To potentially fucking save me, because it was right when I started singing again. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to do this shit. We went on this Europe tour with Stryker. And so he came and he would fucking, there was a couple of gigs where he actually hung out beside the stage. He sold merch for us while he wasn't singing. And there's a couple of things where he sang, where he stood on the side stage waiting, because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this fucking set, dude. Like, and because my voice was not very strong at the time. And still not that strong, but it was stronger now, I guess. I don't know. But so he'd hang out on the side. But he did come and sing it. I managed to get through it, but he did sing No False Metal with us at this gig. And when he fucking sang it, I was like, man, this guy sings so much better than me, man. He was so fucking good, eh? And anyways, man, they're a great band. Blackmoor has always been a band that
I've never even heard of them.
Well, they don't, they live on the East Coast, and living on the East Coast is really hard for bands because like there's nowhere to go. Like in order to get to Toronto, man, it's like fucking, man, it's got to be like 1,800 kilometers, which is who knows in miles.
Yeah.
Probably 1,200 miles, maybe 1,300 miles. So it's far as shit. So they're really isolated. Great band though.
Cool. All right, so my number 1 is a band that I think is really unfairly hated on. It's Nickelback. No.
Oh man, look at this photograph. What the hell is on Joey's head?
Nah, dude, no. But I'm gonna go with Annihilator, dude. Of course.
All right, yeah.
Annihilator is. I love Annihilator. Pretty much even the albums after the first three, which I think they're kind of unfairly like categorized as a band that only has three good albums. First three is what people talk about, but Refresh the Demon, King of the Kill,
King of the Kill,
Remains, I think is even okay. And this is the one where he kind of went like. It was kind of a weird album. Like
does he sing on that one?
He does like drum.
I heard that one. I heard it.
He does the drum programming on it, and like it's kind of a weird sounding album. But then he came back. The whole band came back with freaking where I got it here, Criteria for a Black Widow in '99, which I think is the best album from 1999. I ranked it number one. It brought back the original singer, Randy Rampage, and just
that guy was good, man. That guy fucking it burns like a buzzsaw blade.
Yeah, dude, he was
Animal West.
He was sick, and I think Carnival Diabolus too from like 2001, Waking the Fury from 2002, self-titled from 2010. Jeff Waters is a freaking master riff man, as you said. It's freaking. I think he's one of the best shredders of all time too. Just so
I can agree to that, man.
So clean, so awesome, and love everything about Annihilator for the most part. So they're my number one. And you got any honorable mentions you wanted to throw out?
Yeah, Annihilator was the first one that I was going to mention. The only reason I didn't is because I don't know their whole discography. I didn't want to fucking jump in there and be like, oh, Annihilator's the best band in the world, and I only know I don't even know the second album that good. The second was King of the Kill, right?
Never Neverland was the second album.
Oh, okay.
That's actually my favorite. That's my favorite one. I think I ranked it top 10 all time.
They had a video for King of the Kill that would be played on Much Music.
Okay, yeah.
That's how I found out about them. But of course, the first record is stupid good.
I've got it on the wall up there. Like you can see like the very bottom of it right there. Alice and Hell above Painkiller. Yeah.
What was it? Human
Insecticide.
Side was on there. Buzz Burns Like a Buzzsaw Blade was really good too.
Welcome to Your Death.
Welcome to Your Death.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Killer stuff.
Yeah, he actually, when I was a kid, we used to make jokes about who would be in your super band, and Jeff Waters was always in it. He was always the riff guy. That guy's fucking real good. I seen him play in Toronto a couple of years ago, and some guy jumped on stage and sang the entirety of Alice in Hell. It was pretty funny.
Wow.
Yeah, he drove down to the gig from Ottawa in a Camaro. It was awesome. Seemed like a really nice guy too. Yeah. That would be a definite. I would have mentioned Anvil. I know their discography, but I'm really only into a handful of Anvil songs.
I've never liked them too much. I know I should like them, but I've never really cared for them that much.
It's very fucking caveman-y. There's a lot of primitive shit going on there, and not in a negative way. Metal. Yeah, like there's a lot of caveman shit going on there. Forged in Fire was really good, and it got pretty intricate. School, but they did kind of pioneer a lot of kind of heavier stuff, and they did do a lot. I guess the other mention I would have said was a band called Thunder Rider. Thunder Rider's from Montreal, and I think they only did one album, and it was a native guy. The guy used to play fucking flute on stage as well, but they were very heavy. Like it was a heavy metal band. But the guy was this native, and everything was like everything had this huge Native American vibe to it, which it's fucking like it's like magical shit. And there's a song called Galaxy, which was like it's one of my favorite songs in the world, absolutely. And I was going to mention them, but I don't. I think they only had the one record. Maybe they did do a second record, and I don't know enough about it, so I didn't want to.
Cool. Yeah. So one band that neither of us had on our list, and I know people are going to be freaking shitting up a storm in the comments, is Rush. I know, right? Yeah. I like the first three albums. I've never really been able to get into anything like 2112 and onward. I don't know. I mean, I don't hate them or anything. I do recognize, if we're like looking objectively, they're like the biggest band from Canada, Rush. Yeah. I mean, so they're not bad. I like some of their stuff, just not quite top 10 for me personally. I've got a bunch of stuff. Just 3 Inches of Blood, I think is
that Advance and Vanquish. I fucking loved that record.
Dude, yeah. 3 Inches of Blood, pretty cool. I've got the one Rush album, Fly By Night, which is actually my favorite. That's my favorite Rush album.
They play a lot of Rush on the radio here, man. That's like, you can just...
I imagine.
There's probably a station in Canada that just plays Rush.
I can imagine.
A couple of Syrinx over and over. Dun, 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 dun. I see. I knew you were going to say. I was thinking about Helix.
I've got. They're cool too. Steppenwolf, which is like half Canadian, and like half American. Pretty good band. Moxie.
I know
Moxie. Yeah.
I know of Moxie because the guy that lived across the street from me years ago used to hang out with him all the time. And he was buddies with him. And so he'd always talk about Moxie. The singer of Moxie now is a guy named Nick Walsh who used to sing in Slick Toxic. I believe he's singing
Slick Toxic. Hell yeah, dude. That's another one of my honorable mentions. I love those guys. Their second album was really good from 94. The first album was more of like a glam metal type album, like 80s sleazy hard rock. It was called Doing the Nasty. And then they moved, 94's album was more of like an Alice in Chains, kind of dark.
Yeah.
I really like that one. Pretty heavy stuff.
Real good singer.
Oh, yeah, he is good. And then I've got the Same April Wine album, which is like broken.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's like that song, Sign of the Gypsy Queen. It's a cover, but you know, it's kind of like Judas Priest covering Green Menelishi.
Wait. No.
I swear.
No.
It is, dude. I was surprised.
Bryce. No, bro.
I'm pretty sure it's a cover. I was kind of disappointed when I found that out, but
like when Zeppelin got busted for ripping off a bunch of shit. That's
it's like a straight up cover of somebody, I think. But
I didn't know that, dude.
It's just super awesome. Like the guitar, like melodies in that song are just freaking amazing. But
I've known that song since I was a kid, and I had no idea.
It's like like when you hear like Green Menelishi by Judas Priest or freaking Diamonds and Rust, you don't think of Joan Baez or freaking Fleetwood Mac, but you know,
the cover was altered so much that it's almost a new song now.
Yeah, and Cauldron I had Traveler. That's another more modern band. It's amazing. Yeah. Dark Forest is a really cool black metal band from Canada. I like.
Don't know that. Where are they from?
Yeah. I don't know. I was just searching Dark Fortress one day, which is a cool German band I like, and then I saw them like right below. I was like, Dark Forest. Okay, yeah, they're pretty good too. And then,
that's cool.
How about these guys? You know, White Wolf.
I thought about mentioning White Wolf. I don't know much of it though, but I remember. Hold on. Now, see, I know I don't know enough about them.
This is the only album I really know. They've got another one that came out in '86. This one's from '84, but this is really good stuff, classic stuff. But yeah. That's pretty much all my honorable mentions I wanted to get through. And yeah, man, that was freaking awesome. Thanks a lot for coming back on here.
Fucking good list, man. Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're more Canadian than I am, bro.
Hey.
Okay, so a double. 2 cream, 2 sugar at Tim Hortons. You call it a double.
If I'm ever in Canada up there, I'm going to ask for that.
Yeah, you say, give me double. They'll think you're full on Canadian.
Oh yeah. So yeah, thanks again, Zach, and everybody in the comments. Let us know what you thought. Write a paragraph about why Rush should have been included, but we didn't include them. You know, let us hear it. But yeah, everybody.
Middle-aged man is angry. No Rush.
They're pissed right now. But okay, yeah. But for real, just let us know what you thought. Give us your list in the comments, and until next time, thank you all for watching.